Hello, everybody. Okay, hopefully everything's good with the volume. Please get those likes up. Hopefully, as usual, I know that you will let me know if there's any issues with the volume, with the stream, or anything like that. Okay, so as you can see on the screen, there's a few things we're going to talk about. Some of these stories I know you're familiar with that have already happened. Okay, and I'm a little bit late talking about it, but I just wanted to look at some things, just a few things for tonight. Okay, give me a second. I'm trying to see right now how many people do I have that's watching this. Oh, 22 people. Okay, I'm gonna jump right on in. Okay, usually I wait just a little bit, but let's see. The first thing that I want to talk about is this Asian woman. Let me show you. Okay, so there was a little bit of an issue with it playing, but basically this black man is just minding his business on the train in New York City. And this Asian woman is upset. And she is saying that he betrayed the country. I don't know why it wasn't acting like this before, this bad, but okay, so it's a very short clip. I mean, it's literally 25 seconds, but basically, let me turn the volume down on this. She's upset. She says that you betray the country. This is the United States of the Constitution, bitch. That's what she said. She cursed him out. She called him the B word and said that he betrayed the country. And he's not even bothering her. He's just standing on the subway and she's taking all of her anger and rage out on him. Okay? He has his headphones on and he's like, why? Who is this woman? Why is she bothering me? And she says, you betrayed this country. I tried to download this several times and was having problems with it playing smoothly. But look, oh, hey, Mr. Universe, Jamar, Rebecca. You know, a woman had said this, and it's true, is that now that many our fellow black Americans are delineating that there are a lot of people who are upset. How can she say that he is betraying the country? If anything, black Americans are getting more prideful in being American. The history, the lineage of being American. Okay? Being American. So why is she taking her anger out on him? And this has been going on for a while, though. There are a lot of people who are not black every time something goes wrong, because a lot of people who are not black American who live in this country, they like to sit on the sidelines and they want black Americans to do all the fighting. Go on against the white man like y'all always been doing. The Asian community, Indian, Asian, Arab, they never get involved in America. They want to sit back while black and white people go at each other's throat over and over and stay out of Dodge type of thing. I've been noticing that for a long time. So when white people, I think that people of color who are not black or white, I think that when there's tensions or things go wrong, I think they blame black American people because they know that black American people and white American people are always going back and forth, and white American people run the country. They run politics and the law. So I think they get upset like, why y'all bucking up? Why y'all fighting? Why you saying something? Why can't you just be quiet? And now you getting white people all mad and stuff. And that's going to affect us and trickle down to us. Stay in your place and just be quiet about stuff. Why you always always got to say something. This why can't nobody get ahead, because y'all always got to be fighting each other, mate. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's one thing. But then on the flip side, they also want you to do the fighting because they don't want to do it themselves for anything. You know, I think the fact that they know they can just flee America and go to India or China if shit was to get real bad, they got their people that live up over there. I think that's one. I'm not saying this applies to every foreigner, but I think they feel happy, some of them, in knowing, well, shit, I have a homeland to go to if things get real bad. Y'all got to stay here. Because we're not straight up African, and we're not going to Africa. We're not from Africa. Y'all know exactly what I'm trying to say. Our heritage is not just African. So, and we're as American as you're going to get, to be real with you, besides the other natives. Okay? So I think that some of them, they rather see the black people do the fighting for stuff, and then they reap the benefits, and then they tell you to shut the hell up if you're going through any problems or being discriminated against any way, you causing problems in the country. It's y'all fault and all that. That's why there ain't no peace. And then when stuff happens to you, you know how I know this is true? When I think it was George Floyd, and it was something that happened. If it wasn't him, it was something big that was going on about racial injustice. It was all over the news. And I went to get my nails or feet done at the nail salon. Baby, the Asian man didn't know that I saw him. When he looked at the news and saw the march and the protests and the crying out for what happened, I literally saw him roll his eyes in the back of his head with irritation and disgust. Like, he didn't even want to hear. He's sick of it. It wasn't for pity or empathy for the black victim. It was more of, I wish they would shut the hell up, or who cares. Now, I was in the middle of getting my feet done or something, and he didn't even know that I was looking at him. So he doesn't know that I saw him. But I saw it, where he just, some of them don't care. They don't care about black people going through anything. That's why they sit their ass back and don't say anything, because half of them is racist themselves towards black people. I always say it's 50-50. It's 50%, and 50% of them are okay. They rather you get your ass whooped and fight and go march for That's why I never understood when black people, every time we got a problem, we get on the news and say black and brown. You know, black and brown is everybody, not black or white. I'm like, why do y'all keep bringing these people up? What the fuck do they have to do with what we even talking about? You can have 50 black people gunned down by the police, and they'll get on camera on the news and say, well, you know, us black and brown. I'm like, they're not shooting brown people down. I don't see no Indian man getting gunned down by the police. I ain't never seen no groups of Indian men and Arab men and Hispanic men getting gunned down every month. Where do you see that at? Because I ain't never seen it like that. I'm not saying that it doesn't happen every now and again, but it's not common. They're not being targeted. They're not being stopped in massive numbers by police to meet quotas. They don't go through half the shit racially that black people go through. So why the fuck do black people keep talking about black and brown? What they got to do with what you talking about? And I'm not saying that their lives don't matter and that you shouldn't say anything if injustice happens. But why come I don't see them going fighting, you know, always saying we got to fight for the black people. Now, you did have some of them doing the BLM protests. And that was great that they're saying, you know, Black Lives Matter, which it does. I think all lives matter, but we know why Black Lives Matter started, even though they don't really give a fuck about black women's lives, that whole movement, they don't. But they wanted to be a part of it to say that, you know, black people's lives matter. So I appreciate seeing that. My thing, though, is that overall, when there are news conferences about racism and injustice or any kind of meaningful get-together, you don't see them a lot talking about our black brothers and sisters on average. Come on now. That's not extremely common. But it's like somebody paid black people to have to include brown people in every topic of discussion that's not even affecting them. I don't even see Africans being gunned down. No, it's usually a black American. It's not an African either. A damn sure ain't no Asian. I ain't never seen. When have you seen Asian people being gunned down by police officers, or being slammed to the floor and pepper sprayed and all types of stuff, or being gunned down when they reach for a candy bar? Baby, please. Please. Even during, you had a sprinkle of them during the civil rights that was involved, but overall, they don't want to get their hands dirty. They just want to come here, do well, and stay out of everybody's problems. And I can understand that a little bit, but baby, you in America. This is supposed to be the land of everybody together, thrown together. The Martin Luther King's dream for everybody to get along, which ain't gonna never happen in our lifetime. So, I mean, I have seen a sprinkle of more Asians speaking up about their community, which is great to see, but it's usually the young generation. The older ones, I mean, please, a lot of them. And when I say Asian, I'm not just talking about women who look like her. I'm talking about, you. How do you see Indian people saying a damn thing? There was actually one Indian man who recently called out Indian people. He said, you know what? We got all this going on, and I ain't seen not one of y'all make a video about it. He said, y'all wouldn't be letting anybody in your house for safety. They don't, so, it just shows you have to pay attention to who your allies are. Now, when I say this, I'm not saying that there's never a sprinkle who hate you. There's always people in every race that loves you and cares for you and would be your friend and help you. And they matter too. The problem is they're not the majority. So they don't really get seen like that. The majority don't give a fuck about you on average. I'm just keeping it real with you. I would say it's 50-50. 50-50. Or people who date interracially, they date us as black people. They care about you, some of them. They'll stand up for you because they're dating you. They got kids with you. But 50%, they just come to, I know what my people are saying, how they come, some of them come to America and they're reaping the benefits of the civil rights and fighting. But when it comes down to really getting down, they're not going to say nothing for you. A lot of them, in fact, look at her. I really wish I could play what she said. This woman was going off on that black man on the train. She don't know that man. So she's pissed off because there's a lot of tension in the country. And because black American people have said since the election that at large, black Americans are sitting out. They tired of fighting. They tired of the bullshit. And they ain't got nothing to say. I ain't got nothing for you. It's unfortunate, but your groups are anti-black. And what you want? So I think there's a lot of them who are upset to see black people are like, I ain't fighting. Fuck that. We ain't fighting no more. You gonna have to do some fighting because we ain't doing it. We already did the fighting. We already had the dogs on us. We already had the water holes. Y'all talking about this look like Germany all over TikTok because of what's going on with the immigration stuff. Oh, y'all, this is Germany. Actually, it's Jim Crow. In case you forgot, the dogs and the water holes being put on black people and being ripped from families. In fact, allegedly, the Nazis says they were inspired by the white people, racist ones, during the Jim Crow era to do some of the stuff they did. So you can stop bringing up Germany all the fucking time as if we don't have a history in this country that's disgusting of targeting black people. Let's keep it real here. And there's a guy who follows me, DOD. You said something before. I don't know where some of y'all get off thinking that I don't know about this stuff or I don't. Baby, just because I don't have a problem with interracial dating, baby, I'm not one of these poor little lost souls that think I'm straight up white and all this. I know my history. I know the history of this country. And like I always said, 50% of people are racist across the board. So don't be getting shocked when I talk like this. I'm not stupid. Shit, I know who I am. I know my history. And I know how other people operate. And I know what goes on in the black community too. And I call all of it out. Shoot. But anyway, this lady is pissed off. She's blaming black people because she's upset of what's going on in the country. She's trying to blame black people. Why don't y'all ever try to buck up to the white people, y'all, that's controlling stuff? These non-black and white people. Always trying to come in our faces, some of y'all. Be a fucking woman and be a man and go approach the white man. He's the one calling y'all. Last time I checked, we didn't call y'all all these racial epithets, y'all names y'all got all over the place. I can't say it on here. It starts with a C. Another one saying nigger. We didn't call y'all that. We didn't make up that word. We didn't call you a spick. We didn't call you a ching. We didn't make up that stuff. Please. Shoot, always trying to come at us for stuff. We ain't your fucking mommy and daddy. I ain't got to fight for you. Shit, some of y'all been racist to me more than white people, and you think I'm going to be marching and fighting for you. But baby, it ain't happening. For real, for real. And shit, I remember when I dated an Asian man and how disgusted Hispanics and Asians were when I was with him, and the disgusting demonic looks and hate y'all gave towards me. Now you think I'm going to come up in here and be fighting for you. Bitch, it ain't happening. You better go fix your anti-blackness before you think I'm going to come and be your fucking lapdog and your fighter. Don't get me wrong. I've stood up for women not black on my channel. The things I see that happen to women globally. Because I don't assume everybody's a racist. It's not fair. They might not be. My thing is, as a collective, y'all better fix your anti-blackness and the hate in your heart if you want love given to you. Give the love you asking for. I've even said that to some black people, but I understand why some black people be upset, because you have a lot of these groups who are not good people. They look at you when you come in the stores with the stank look. They get mad if you date they race. They have these words talk about you and they language right in front of your face when you come in. I've seen these things. I've experienced it before. Then they got the audacity to come on TikTok acting like it goes both ways. We ain't bothering you. We ain't following you around the store. We ain't calling you them nasty racial epithets and talking about you in our code languages and shit. Not on average. It ain't the same at all. So you can keep it, please. So, let's see. Okay, let's see. Cerebral. I'm surprised you dated both Asian and Hispanic groups. Well, if we thought we were attracted to each other, and if obviously they weren't racist to fuck with me, and I'm not racist, I don't feel like I should be miserable because of racism. Like, I don't believe racism is ever going to be cured off this planet. And those of us that fuck with each other and we like each other and we're attracted, why should we be miserable because we both have people in our race who are hateful and hate each other? That's not fair. Like I said, I realized a long time ago I could not save my race, the black race, because we got a lot going on up in here and it's beyond repair. And I'm not going to be miserable for nobody. I'm going to date who I want to date. And the thing is that I am who I am. I don't change for anybody. The same conversation I'm having right now, I would have with the man who I'm dating from this group. And if he can't handle these type of conversations, then yeah, that's going to be an issue. I need a real mother effer. Somebody that can say, you know what, baby, I love you, but it's true. There are people in my race that's just fucked up and racist, but fuck them. That's the type of men I roll with that's not black, who don't have an issue. Like, let me give you an example. There was an Italian guy that was hollering at me. This was a long time ago at school. And he didn't care what nobody thought. The black guys was giving him a dirty look and staring at him and talking shit. And he said, yeah, I'm talking to her. What you gonna do about it? You got a problem? That's what he said. And that's when I knew, okay, I could fuck with you, because you ain't gonna let nobody stop you from pursuing the woman that you want, the girl that you want. You don't care that about race, and you ain't gonna let no man, black or not black, punk you when you trying to talk to me. I need a strong man. So when he stood up for himself and he stood up for me, that attracted me to him even more, because it shows, oh, okay, you don't give a fuck about nobody caring you talking to a black girl. See, that's the type of man I like that's not black. He coming for his, and he'll stand up for me. He ain't gonna let nobody disrespect him or me. So it's certain types you got to go for. You can't go with, if you gonna date out your race, Now, look, a man got to know, look, if he's outnumbered, I can't win this. We got to step away. But he's still a man. You know, I don't want no non-black man that's going to let a black man punk his ass. I don't like shit like that. No, that don't know. You stand up for yourself, stand up for me. And if a woman disrespects me, if she's from his race, I have a right to defend myself. I ain't got to kiss your ass just because you of his race. Who the fuck who are you? I do believe that you should respect the race that you're dating and learn the culture. But at the end of the day, we're all human beings at the end of the day. So if you want respect from me, you better give me respect, because you ain't going to treat me like no slave or talk to me a certain way. So, let's see. All right, let's see. But will he stand up to his family, Captain America? And that's an issue too. And that's going to be like, I can't deal with that. You know, if we're dating and you have racist family members, I expect you to check them. Because if you ain't going to check them, then this not going to work. Because it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, I'm your woman. You can't let them treat me like that. So if I see that or go through that, I don't like that. You know, your mama thinks she running stuff. She's disrespecting me. You ain't going to check her. No, I'm not having that, because I'm not going to let anybody in my family disrespect a man I'm dating that's not black. It's not happening. You're not going to talk to him a certain way. You're not going to be racist, and I will cut you off. Because if we have kids together, I don't want your racist ass around my kids. Okay? Because I do have family members who have, in my opinion, they racist, some of them, against some of the men I'm attracted to. So if we were to have kids, you ain't coming around my kids. For what? You don't like my kid's father. If that was to happen, you're a racist. So, Philip Scott said dating interracially. I think I know who Philip Scott is. I think is challenging because most non-black groups don't ally with black Americans. Some of them, but what can I do? I can't fix these people. So I feel like I'm not going to be forced to have to date in my race because of racism. No, I'm going to date who I want to date. And it's us and just us, and fuck everybody else. I'm not on the planet to live and please other people. I'm here for myself. And after years of seeing effery with all racial groups, I really feel that way. I'm not going to be miserable for nobody. Plus, if I'm attracted to him and he's attracted to me, why the hell can't I? Shit. Like I had said already, black men date out so much in parts of this country that I've seen, they can't say shit to me at all. Their opinion means nothing because they're not loyal. So, but I will say, I don't know. I had said in a video, dating a more of an Americanized guy, not black, can be a little bit better. I'm not saying some of them, as they say, straight off the boat can't be. I don't know. Just some of them they've been here for so long, and they're more Americanized, and they grew up with black people going to school. If you lived in a diverse area, y'all went to school together, were friends together. They're more open to stuff. I don't know. I have heard black women say they prefer European men straight out of the Europe than white American men, that they're different. I don't know, but for other men of color, the stuff I see that go on in some of their countries and certain shit, I don't know. I think maybe he should be more Americanized. So, and I don't want to go for the ones that's full on wigger, because that turns me off. Just kind of in the middle, regular guy, self-aware, knows about the country, knows about racism. Yes, he likes some of black music, but he also likes music from his culture or pop music, and just diverse type of thing. Not closed-minded and straight up ignorant, and will stand up for me, stand up for himself, More Americanized. Okay. So, speaking of what I just said, I need you to see this. Hold on.
That's what needs to get done. Not to U.S. Not to people that are destroy everything. Africana. Country, you are not from the country. Don't be stupid.
Child. Okay, we have a black man went to support the Venezuelans because you know Trump had kidnapped the Venezuelan president. So he's going there to support them and ended up being called the N-word. Look at this again.
That's what needs to get done. Not to U.S. Not to people that are destroy everything. Africana.
So he's calling him the N-word and says Africana. Okay.
Country, you are not from the country. Don't be stupid. You are not from the country. That's what needs to get done.
You see what happens? And this is exactly why, baby, I said what I said, because you ain't catching me up over there. Okay? So here he is trying to defend these people, and he's getting upset calling him the N-word. It's like, first of all, you don't do you even understand all of what's going on with Venezuela? And why are you, it's like black people have said, where's this energy to fight for us within the group to be better? Okay? Here you go getting involved. And I'm not saying that you can't stand up for other people if you think there's an injustice happening. But baby, as soon as I'm getting hurled at the N-word, I'm leaving up out of there. You ain't got to worry about me trying to fight for you, bitch. Fight for your own damn self. And you know what's funny is that half of these people of color are half black. To some degree they are. Hispanics exist because of race mixing. Hispanics at large are mezito. Okay, even the so-called Afro-Latino, all they asses is mixed. They mix with black, white, and the indigenous people of those lands. And in some cases, they can have higher amount of Spanish white. But at the end of the day, they exist because of crossbreeding. Oh, yeah, they do. And look what happens. Here, them Egyptians who want to deny their asses as half black, which is funny as shit to me. And different groups denying it. And they're like going against you and stuff. But I have said before, I don't usually go through that much racism hardcore with white Americans. I've experienced a sprinkle of it, but the most racist people as a group racially that I've encountered in America have been the Hispanics, and particularly Mexicans. Okay? They're some of the most racist mother effers in the country, a number of them, 50% to 70% of them. And I'm not going out there. Okay? So it's sad that happened to them.
That's what needs to get done. Not to U.S.
That's why it was always crazy to me to see so many black people on TikTok talking about they going out there. Some of them, we gonna fight for the Hispanics. I'm like, they call you the N-word all over the supermarket years before all of this shit. So I don't understand. Like, I don't understand. I just, I don't.
Country, you are not from the country. Don't be stupid.
Yeah, I'll say you right. Now you can fight for yourselves. Half of these people be talking about they white. These Hispanics putting down they white on applications. Maybe it's because they're trying to get ahead. But I'm like, honey, y'all not white people. And white people have been vocal letting y'all know that y'all motherfucking Hispanic mezito asses ain't no European. You ain't white like us. So some people said this good for their ass. Now you getting a wake up call. You thought you was so much better and shit and thought your ass was white. Now white people fighting to get you the fuck out and telling you, bitch, you ain't fucking white. So I'm not saying, look, that's how a number of them feel. They're like, you are not white. You a Mazito. You ain't no full on European like us. Okay? And they losing their shit over this too. Talking about they white and stuff. Like, I've seen it. I've seen pictures of them talking about they white. Like, bitch, just because you have pale skin don't make you white. Your whole facial features is given Mazito. What are you talking about? And I'm not going to call your ass white. I'm not like some black people keep calling these people that don't even look white. You ain't white. You don't look white. I'm not calling nobody up in here white. I know what a white person look like. You ain't getting, I'm not going to give you the privilege. I ain't going to give it to you. I won't let you be called white. Because I know you ain't white. I can look at you and tell your ass ain't white. And I'm not about to call you white so you think you going to get ahead of everybody talking about you white and think you the supreme being and shit on everybody calling us racial names and stuff. Bitch, you ain't even white. I'm not doing it. Half these damn biracials on TikTok talking about they white pass. And I'm like, where, baby? I can tell immediately looking at you that you are mixed. What are you talking about? I don't give a fuck how pale your skin is. You ain't fucking white. I know what white people look like. You ain't white. I can literally look at you immediately and tell what you are. If I can do that, you're not white. I know what white people look like. They look like Nicole Kidman, Tom Cruise, who else? What's that woman? Alicia Silverstone. I know what white looks like. So, I mean, that's just a few I can name. Those are white people. So, I'm not calling, what's that woman, Sofia Vergara, Selma Hayek, Jennifer. I can't believe people were saying, Jennifer Lopez don't look like no white woman. What the hell are you talking about? She looks Puerto Rican. If I were in New York right now, I would know she was Puerto Rican. That's what she looks like. She don't look like no straight up white woman. Just because they had her playing white women or something close to it in those films made in Manhattan, that don't mean shit. I don't care how much she dyed her hair blonde. You can look at her ass and tell that ain't no white woman. Please miss me with it. I could look at Mariah Carey and I know her ass ain't white. She almost there, but not fully. Especially with her natural curly hair. That ain't no white woman. I know what a white woman look like. You ain't fooling me. So, any damn way, yeah, I ain't calling these Hispanics white people. I don't give a fuck how much they want to be called white. Unless you look like, what's that woman? She has a clothing line. It's in Walmart. Now, her ass kind of look white. But the vast majority of them do not look white. They look mixed, and that's what they are. And I will not give you the satisfaction of being called white because, number one, I know you're not white. So, and I know why they want the label. So, I wish black people would stop calling everybody white who, oh, well, their skin is pale. So what? Facial features. You can look at a person's facial features. You know, I don't know how y'all forgetting what the fuck black look like. Or mixed black. Y'all know what it look like. You ain't, come on now. Shit, somebody had the audacity to say Tina Knowles look white. Where the fuck that woman look white at? Tina Knowles. Her ass look like what she is, a black woman of mixed ancestry. I ain't never looked at Beyonce's mom and said, that's a straight up Caucasian woman. Where? The fuck y'all talking about? Some of y'all out here. That's some crazy shit. Oh, Phil Scott's wife is Mexican. Yeah, I've seen her. She looks mixed race. You can immediately tell she's a mixed race. She damn sure ain't white. I don't know where people were saying his wife is a white. She ain't no white Hispanic. That's a mixed Hispanic woman. Like, y'all lost y'all fucking minds out here. So, okay, hold on. Something popped up on my phone. Somebody cursing me out as usual somewhere. Okay, so, I mean, as a matter of fact, hold on. I got to, you know, I like to pull up images when I talk. I'm going to settle this once and for all tonight when it comes to Tina Knowles, because there ain't no fucking way. I don't give a fuck what Matthew Knowles said. When you look at Tina, there is no way in the hell you seeing a fucking Caucasian woman. I'm sorry. I don't know where the hell y'all live where this is coming from. She just looks like a black woman of mixed heritage. That's what she is. Let me see if I got a picture. Y'all know I got a whole bunch of pictures. Let's see. Where's my Beyonce photos? I got the Beyonce pictures. I ain't got the Tina picture. Unfortunately, I don't think I have the Tina Knowles pictures. I thought I had her pictures. But anyway, I said what I said. Anybody who looks at Tina Knowles and says that's a white woman, something wrong with you. Because how the fuck you forget what white look like? This is a motherfucking white woman. Does Tina Knowles look like this? Hell no. This is what white looks like. Fucking crazy ass. But anyway, let's okay, let's have a little bit of fun real quick. I saw this online. You can only pick one. When it comes to anyone who has black women or mixed women in their family, which I do, then we know they're not white because they look like our family members who we know are not white people. Okay? So it's just not difficult to tell. Plus, most black people, at least millennials and older, we can spot the black. We know our people. We can spot it. Even if you half white, we still can look at your facial features and we know what's going on. Okay? So who are you picking based on vocals? You got Candy, Chili, Sierra, Michelle from Destiny's Child. You can only pick one. So far, someone you pick Candy. Candy's the winner. This is difficult. For me, it's between Candy and Sierra. This is hard. I really don't know who I should pick. Lord, Michelle kind of can sing a little bit. I think I will go with Candy. Chili, you don't really hear Chili singing that much. In the group in TLC, she ain't really getting no singing parts like that. It was usually always T-Boz a lot. So, yeah, I'm going to go with Candy. So far, I see Candy, Sierra, Candy. Candy was singing back in the day with no auto-tune. And she can write. So far, let's see. Candy, Sierra, Chili. But so far, Candy's the winner. Then Sierra, then Chili. Okay. So now let me show you something. You might have seen this video already.
How y'all doing, man? It's for the ladies, man. I'm Savon, I'm 27. So just because I'm homeless, I can't wake up to I can't wake up to no plate of food. I can't get no back rubs. I can't get no foot rubs. I can't get catered to. I can't get no kisses. I can't get no affection. I can't give out no back shots. Just because I'm homeless. Just because I'm homeless, man. I don't deserve love. I don't deserve peace. I don't deserve a smile. Just because I'm homeless. People making death threats about me because I'm homeless and I just want some love, man. Where the real women at? Back me up, man. We're the ones who loyal, the good women, man. Who see the potential in a man. Why y'all gotta dog me out? What I do? Damn. End of the day, man, I know I got problems. I know I got heart problems. I know I got blood clots. I know I'm currently homeless. I know I might not have no money in my pocket. But I got a heart, man. And I show love, and I'm very affectionate, man. I'm gonna give me a good woman, man. Y'all say I gotta get a white woman. It's cool. I like white women too. I like good women, man. So hey, it is what it is.
First of all, instead of being so concerned about an innocent woman letting you lay up in her house, get a effing job. Go get a job and stop worrying about getting your back shots, which he said, can I get some back shots? Now, just because you are homeless doesn't mean you don't deserve love and to be treated with kindness. But why are you concerned about a relationship and not finding employment? I know exactly what he's trying to do. He's trying to get some lonely black woman. And what, you threatening, oh, I got to get a white woman. Go ahead, because I don't want you. And a white woman would take you in because they love dating bummy ass black men. White women love a bummy ass black man that ain't got no job. You see it all the time. She can go ahead and have you. My thing is, I'm sorry that you have these medical and health problems, but you need to get employment. I notice he has a Carhartt hat on, which is not a cheap hat. He looks like he's washing his ass and he's still getting clothed, but he's looking for a woman to not only get sympathy, Mr. Universe, he's also looking for a lonely woman who needs some penis to take him in, clothe him, feed him, suck him, get them back shots in, and pay them bills, okay? So, and he's trying to be smooth with it. And from what I heard, a couple of women was trying to talk to him. I'm like, yeah, there's always those desperate women who want a man by any means who will give him some place to stay. I can clean him up. Let's shine him up, clean him up. Yeah, girl, I'ma save him. Yeah, get this punani. I'm getting a D. I'm getting that D, girl. He must have a nice size. He think he can do something with it. Yeah, he gonna say, yeah, I got up in that house. I effed the crap out of him. I ate that punani. I told her some affirmations and stuff she wanted to hear. I told her she was the best looking chick in the whole neighborhood. You know, I'm rubbing her feet. I'm doing everything I gotta do. And she took me in. So they said, well, when you gonna get a job? Man, I ain't gotta get no job, man. I mean, I'm living the life right now. I'ma just tell her it's hard out here. Ain't nobody hiring. You know, I'm a black man in America. Y'all, you know what it is. You know how hard it is and stuff. So you gotta work with a brother. You gotta get a nigga a chance, you know? Have that meal ready for me, and I'ma lay it down. Yeah, you want it? He gonna look for a target. Someone he thinks is desperate and lonely. But yeah, if he had a bunch of women responding like they said he did, then yeah, he might be living in a woman's house right now. You know, I've actually heard women saying they'll take any man. They so lonely or they need a man. They'll take anything, even a homeless man. You know, and if he got all these health problems like he said, he might not be on the earth that long, which is sad, but it's true. So, we shall see. I don't know what's going on. If I get an update about what's going on with him, I'll let y'all know. The next thing I want to talk about is Selena. Rest in peace to her and her father. And leave a heart if you ever wanted to go to her museum in Corpus Christi, Texas. Selena is loved globally by all races of people. What happened to her is a tragedy. She was going to be a bigger star than what she was. She really could sing. And it's disgusting what Yolanda did to her at just 20, 21, 22, or 23. I mean, Lord, she had did so much in a short time, just like Aaliyah. Very similar to so many people. And, you know, her life was taken from her. And it's a damn shame what happened. So her family have kept her legacy alive. And they have the museum in Texas. You can actually go to her grave site and everything. And there were things that I saw that I didn't even know that was a part of the tour if you go down there. So let's look at that real quick. No, Yolanda is still in jail. She keeps trying to get out, but they're not letting her out of jail.
When I say anything for Selena, I mean it. I just arrived in Corpus Christi and I am about to go see everything about Selena. I'm going to pay my respects and I'm just looking forward to having a very good Selena day. Y'all coming along or what?
Okay, because of copyright with the music, I'm going to. Okay, I took the volume off because of that. But okay, you go to the museum and look, when you go in, her piano posters, her car, her actual car, her outfits that she wore, that's her very famous outfit she wore at the Superdome. I believe that's one of her last major big concerts, okay? You see a statue of Selena in Corpus Christi at the Boulevard, a tribute to her, okay? What is that? This is, I'm not sure what this is, but it's a mural, okay? Also, her favorite restaurant. Okay, you go there and they have her favorite meal on the menu, what Selena ate. So you get to have what she used to eat, what was her favorite thing to eat at this restaurant. You get the whole full-on Selena experience. I'm not sure if this is a part of the museum package or something. I don't know, but somehow she found this information. I'm not 100% sure how it goes, but she visited where she would eat, her favorite meal, her star on a street. This was in the film. I remember this scene in the film. Her home, where she lived. Okay. Let's see. In AB's house, you see. Okay, this is the. Is this the studio? I'm not sure. This is the hotel where her life was taken, the room. I wouldn't want to go. But also, you go right here, her burial site. Okay, 4357 Ocean Drive. And look, that's her, where she's buried, the flowers, everything for Selena. Okay, and what is this? Her favorite, another place where her favorite meal was. So I always thought, okay, you just go to the museum, but there are other places around. Again, I wouldn't mind going to where her favorite restaurant was, and, you know, her favorite meal. You get to order it and see, you know, how good it was. And from what I hear, it was very, very good. And visiting where she's buried at. So I just wanted to share that with you. Now I want to update you really quick. I don't know if you heard about this. This happened about a week or two ago. A dentist had lost his life and his wife. And people said, why aren't they naming their names, the wife name? They kept calling her the wife of the dentist. And there was a man on camera, but they couldn't make out who it was, who took his life. The dentist in the house, and he didn't take the lives of the children. And they found out it's her ex-husband who gunned them down. And this is, again, just another thing to show women, look, clearly this man was jealous, her ex-husband. And she married a dentist, was living in a nice neighborhood, a nice big old pretty house. And they're not given the motive, but it's probably the same thing that it usually is. She moved on, divorced him, got remarried to a well-off man, and he was jealous and took her life. He had a silencer, so that lets you know that this was completely planned out to take her out and to take out her husband, because he couldn't stand that she moved on to a new man, got remarried, and was living her best life, okay? And he will face time, especially that he planned it out with a silencer and everything like that. And now the two kids don't have parents because of a jealous ex-husband. And I'm telling you, this is why, look, you got to get security. Cameras around your house. Just try to be careful. I don't know if she saw signs that this man was crazy. Maybe that's why she divorced him. I don't know. And in some cases, there's not always signs at all. You move on, you think you're living your best life, and then something like this happens because you're living well. He's in the room going crazy. Oh my God, my wife left me. Oh my God, she got a new husband. Oh my God, he's a dentist. Oh my God. And then he plans this out. And as you know, women just, is horrible. Absolutely horrible. So rest in peace to both of them. And speaking of children, I need to know, how do you feel about this?
Look at this.
I am.
We having a baby.
Yeah.
We having a baby. Oh my God. I'm gonna step back here, boo, so you can see. Look at it. Go ahead, boo. Show him. Look, y'all. Show him, boo. Ezzy. Look. We was gonna get a dog.
We're gonna get a dog.
And this what happened.
That's what happened.
And her tubes was tied. Her tubes was telling, babe.
23 years ago.
It just happened. But look, I'm 63 and my wife is
55.
We was gonna get a dog.
We're gonna get a dog.
We excited.
We're excited.
Leave a heart if you think they're crazy. Now here's the thing. She tied her tubes 20-something years ago. 20-something years ago she tied her tubes. But clearly she's still getting a menstrual cycle. Now a lot of women hit menopause at like 45 and stuff like that. So she's still getting her period at 55 years old. And I mean, what can you say? They didn't do anything wrong because she tied her tubes. So, I mean, some people would say, well, still. But usually when you get your tubes tied, they kind of tell you, okay, you're not going to get pregnant. Your tubes are tied. Clearly, that's not what happened. So, I mean, but she's 55 and he's 63. To me, that's just too old to be having kids because a lot of men and women, they don't even live that long. What if they pass away? The baby won't have any parents because they're old. So, I don't know. They're happy about it. Hopefully they live long so that baby, because look, when the baby is 20, he'll be 83. He'll be 83 when the baby turns 20. That man probably won't even be living. I mean, hopefully he will be. But I'm just saying. So 55 and 63. 63. Young people pass away every day, but your chances of living, your chances of dying is extremely high at once you start getting up those ages, especially black people from heart disease and all types of shit. So hopefully, I hope they live long so that baby has parents. I don't know. Plus giving birth at 55. I don't know. Maybe she'll get a C-section or something. I hope she okay. Okay. I had to show you this because a lot of men and women, especially men, they just let their daughters go in the bathroom because you think, well, no one would be in the bathroom. This father decided, no, let me come in with you. Thank God he did, because look at this.
Let me go in there. Huh? Let me make sure nobody in here. Hello? See? There go man. There goes. There's a man. See what I'm saying? There's a man. You know this is the women's bathroom, right? Sorry. That's the women's bathroom. A man in the women's bathroom. That's why you gotta go in here with your kids. Let me make sure nobody else ain't in here. Let me make sure. That's why you gotta go in there with your kids. Make sure ain't no man in the damn bathroom. Let me go in there. Huh? Let me make sure nobody in here. Hello? See?
You see that? Now, if the daddy didn't do that, if that man was a rapist, he would have grabbed her up and raped that baby in the bathroom. Now, the father would hear her screaming, but it would already be done. And this is what's happening. They're pushing for these trans men to be able to come up in these bathrooms. What do you think is going to happen with men who rape children? They're going to pretend to be women, dress up as women, and come in and try to get the babies. Now, he's not a trans man from what I've seen, but still, he's in the women's bathroom. God knows what could have happened. What if it was, even if it was a woman without a man, you go up in there, you don't know a man is waiting in that bathroom for you. This is why women, we got to carry, okay? Thank goodness that father had the instincts and the sense to check. Because if he would have just said, go on, baby, to the bathroom, and he didn't even come with her, baby, she would have been kidnapped and raped in the bathroom or stolen out the bathroom. And that's what happens sometimes. So thank goodness he did that. And people saw this and it kicked. the instincts kicked in like, oh my God, I need to check, when my child goes to the bathroom. Don't just send them there alone. Okay? Speaking of respect and grape and stuff, in the UK, there are actually men upset about this in comment sections. The grape is so bad in the UK with a lot of foreigners, especially, and men who are not foreigner. The grape is off the chain up over there, that the schools are now deciding to teach the young boys how to treat women and girls with respect because the misogyny is so bad. They have a crisis. And they're like, nope, we got to say, yes, girls should know and learn how to respect boys, but who's the ones committing most of the grape? Who's beating our ass and graping us? It's them. So they're like, no, we have to teach them early how to be better, how to respect the little girls and the teenage girls and the women, because this is getting out of control. Yes, your parent should be teaching you in the house, but the school felt like, look, we have a responsibility too. SMEC's education is important, as well as, understanding your bodies, what not to do, how to treat. And look, they're like, no, we're going to teach them now. Look, this is how you treat them with respect. And I don't know all of what's going to go on and what they're going to teach them. They might show them, look, you don't hit girls there. You can break the bones. You don't do this and all types of stuff. I don't know, but this is something that they're bringing in, and I applaud them for doing this. I think that when I see men getting upset about stuff like this, it's because you believe in whooping a woman's ass, or you don't think it's serious. Are you the ones being held down and graped up your vagina? No, you're not. So I think only men who get mad about seeing this is because they don't respect women, they don't value women, and they believe that we're the same and we're not. And they don't have a problem with what they're seeing going on. Okay? So this is great. This is great. Let's see. Also, a lot of men are getting upset because Uber and Lyft will now let you use a feature where you can choose a woman to pick you up. Now, will they always pick you up? No, but it's your preference that you can put now, because a lot of these Uber and Lyft drivers were graping women. They were graping women, and they said enough with it. The company said, okay, if you want a woman, we're going to give you a woman if we can. Now they're facing a lawsuit from men who are drivers claiming that this discriminates. Hello, hello. Okay, sorry, y'all, the volume. There was an issue with the volume again. Against them. Why are you mad? You see, this is the planet that you men have created. You grape us globally. And now this is what has to happen to protect us from you. Be mad at the men who keep graping us. Because if that wasn't the case, we wouldn't have to have stuff like this, but we do, because a lot of you are predators. It's so bad that women, we don't even feel safe just saying hi to men when we go outside, or men who approach us. You might seem nice. I don't know if you've been watching me. I don't know if you plotting and planning on how to grape me and kidnap. I don't know what you trying to do. And it's so prevalent on globally that we can't even feel safe, and we have to okay, we have to be on guard constantly. Okay, let me show you what it says. Until men hold men accountable and change these laws with executions and all types of stuff, then yeah, we're going to continue to see it happening. It says male Uber and Lyft drivers have filed 2 class action lawsuits claiming that the company's women-only ride option discriminates against men and reduces their ability to earn money. Okay, so they're like, no, we need to be able to make money because all the women are picking the women. The drivers argue that Uber's women preferences and for Lyft restricts male drivers from certain ride requests. Well, that's what has to happen for us to feel safe. Attorneys representing the male plaintiffs say the policies treat men unequal and promote harmful stereotypes. It's not a stereotype. You commit over 90, you commit damn near 99.9% of grape is you. So what are you talking about? It's not a stereotype. Every grape case that's happened with Lyft and Uber has been who? What gender has it been doing it? Y'all. Okay? It says that it promotes harmful stereotypes that portray them as dangerous compared to women. Well, on the news, who is it? What gender is it? The suits accuse both rideshare giants of violating California's Civil Rights Act, which forbids businesses from engaging in gender-based discrimination, and they are seeking $4,000 in damages for each affected male driver in the state. Okay. On the other hand, many women riders see the women-only option as vital for their safety. One Uber passenger, a 28-year-old woman, said that she had several uncomfortable encounters with men drivers before these features were introduced. She believes the lawsuits are misplaced, emphasizing that the option helps her feel secure, especially traveling late at night. These safety-focused features were launched following numerous SA and harassment claims with Uber and Lyft in 2022. It says an Afrotech reported that Lyft faced 17 separate lawsuits across multiple states, including California, Texas, and Michigan, over SA connected to the platform. Baby, I had saw a woman recording her driver. She had on a skirt, and when she moved her leg, the man was glued looking in between her legs, her driver. And I share the story of that woman who got a ride from work at night, and the driver drove her home and got out the car and raped her and took her life. You got a lot of rapists also working for these companies. And so, yeah, this is much needed. It's much needed. They're upset. Don't be upset with women. Be upset with the men. Another thing I had to share, this husband, they talked about what happened to that Pellicote woman in France, where her husband had about 50-something men grape his wife. He would put pills in her stuff, and then men would come over and grape his wife. Well, we got another one. This husband has been charged with repeatedly putting pills in his wife's drink and graping his own wife over 13 years with 5 other men. He let 5 men grape his wife by putting the pills in her stuff and letting them take turns on graping her. It says, a former Tory councillor has been charged with drugging and graping his wife, his then wife, for over 13 years with 5 other men. Okay, Philip Young, 49 years old, a British national, okay, from Swindon. Okay, let's see. He's been charged with 56 SA offenses. Police have released the ethnicity of each man. It says that they have multiple counts of grape, administering a substance to overpower her, to allow them to grape her, video recorded and all that stuff, as well as indecent images of children and possession of extreme images. Okay, she's 48 years old. It says that, let's see, I had to skip through. Let's see, 5 other men have also been charged with offenses against her, and they're going to go to court. It says Norman Maxani, 47. He's a black British national, has been charged with 1 count of grape, possession of extreme images. Another one, Dean Hamilton, 46. A white British man has been charged with 1 count of grape and SA by penetration and 2 counts of SA touching. Connor Sanderson, he's 31, a white British man charged with SA by penetration and SA touching. Richard Wilkins, 61, a white British man charged with 1 count of grape and SA touching. Mohammed Hassan, 37, he's Asian, SA touching. This happened between 2010 and 2023. This is a significant update. The victim has taken the decision to waive her automatic legal right to, being anonymous. She has been supported, by people. So yes, you have another man, your own husband, drugging you and letting men come over the house to grape you, touch you, and have images of children. So this is why the death penalty matters. It's important. And if I were president, they would be paying with the death penalty, a number of them. And it shows you, look, you think you can trust your husband, and the husbands are drugging the wives and letting men grape their wives. I mean, there's only been 2 so far that I've seen that have been publicized and caught. They're not the only ones. These are just the ones that have been caught. So I hope she gets justice, but the death penalty is important. Okay. Now it says that Trump and the House passed a bill to ban transgender surgeries for children. Thank you, goodness. Because I don't believe in children having surgeries to chop off their private parts. I don't believe in hormone blockers. I don't believe in any of that crap for children. You are a child. You don't even understand your mind yet. When even if they're grown, no, I'm not going to allow you to chop off your genitals. Chop it off yourself. I'm not going to allow the law to allow you to chop off your private parts and your titties and stuff. You go do it yourself, because I'm not doing it if I'm president. Okay? So he said, absolutely not. Y'all not messing with these kids, and you're not effing them up in the head, confusing them, and doing things to their private parts and their breasts and head and chest and all this craziness. Go play with somebody else is what he's saying. And I agree. It says that, let's see, they passed a bill to ban transgender surgeries and gender affirming care for children. You're damn right. It says that, let's see, including surgeries, hormone treatments, and puberty blockers for minors across the country. Okay, let's see. It's going to protect children from irreversible medical interventions, while there are critics who, of course there will be, who says that it can harm the mental and physical well-being of transgender youth. Baby girl, please, baby. Please. Go play with somebody else. You're not going to be allowed to mutilate your private parts. And I'm totally support this decision, causing more confusion and craziness. Okay? So let's see. This man in Ghana, the Ghana president, says he will sign a bill to make it illegal to identify as being gay. Y'all can go ahead and do this. You ain't going to stop nobody from being gay. I don't know why they think this is going to do something. As if gay men are not going to still sleep with each other on the low on their wives like they've been doing all throughout Africa. They're still going to cheat on their wives with men in bathhouses or in their homes. The AIDS virus is still going to be off the chain because y'all will not stop infecting your girlfriends and wives, because y'all men will not stop effing men on the side in America and in Africa. So go ahead and pass the bill, because you ain't going to do nothing to stop nobody from being gay. And I don't know why they don't know this. Just because you don't see it in your face doesn't change that it's happening and that it's there. So what are they going to do? The more these African women keep getting infected with HIV, which they been have by millions, what are they going to say when they ask their husbands? They going to lie and claim they got it from a prostitute woman? And they going to really believe that and not know, oh, he's fucking men. But I guess you can't say you're effing men, because then you might go to jail. So I guess they have to continue to lie and claim to be straight. And when the wives end up with the shit, they got to go and lie and claim they got it from a woman. I guess they rather believe that than confronting the truth. Wake the fuck up, Africa. Over 40 million black African women died of AIDS. Get a fucking clue. You're not helping anything. You're just pushing more people to go in the closet. The whole globe prefers men to be closeted. They do. They rather believe it doesn't exist. But I think those medical results are proving that that's not true. or getting fucking shit in the anus and stuff. But then again, a lot of these men don't even go to the damn doctor. But go ahead and keep denying it. Keep pushing people in the closet. You ain't gonna stop it. You ain't helping nobody. Keep fucking up your daughter's lives by having to marry these fucking gay ass men. Because, hey, we rather them just pretend to be straight than actually know they're gay. Let's just keep pretending while my daughter has to keep getting married to homosexuals constantly. Good luck to you. Okay? It says that the Ghana president approved a bill that would criminalize a person for saying they're gay. It says that it raises alarms amongst human rights organizations. Let's see, they presented this in October. The law would allow prison sentences up to 3 years for being gay, and up to 5 years if you support them being gay. Again, they want them in the closet. Because there's no way in a functioning mind you think that people aren't gay. You think because you're going to put them in jail for 3 years, they're going to stop being gay. They might pretend not to be gay because they don't want to go back to jail. It doesn't mean your daughter doesn't have a homosexual husband. But it appears that y'all rather give them a gay man than for them to live in their truth. I'm not saying that you want to see them effing each other and tongue kissing on the street, or that you have to put it all on your TV, but they exist. Gay people exist. So go on and keep promoting them to be in the closet. Go on. I think that we've seen the disaster from that, and we see it right here in America with all these husbands infecting their wives with the fucking HIV because of this crap. But then again, y'all don't care about women on a global scale, so I don't think y'all really care about that, which is disgusting. So, I mean, maybe women might start taking some men off the planet the more this keeps happening, you know. I'm not sure. Now we have this woman.
Have a good day.
People are upset with her, Jasmine Cheeves, because she's about to run a strict program because her son did a gay gesture. The question is, where did he learn this from at that age? Look at this.
Have a good day. Bye. Say bye. Bye. Bum kiss. Say have a good day. Bye.
One thing she has to remember, this is a baby. Babies don't have they have developing brains. They have no clue of what they are doing. It's a baby. So if she has a problem, because I can see the hurt all in her face, where did your son learn that from? You or gay men he's been around or stuff he saw on TV?
Is you cool? Who taught you that? Who taught you that? Because I don't do no shit like that.
Why are you talking to him like that? It's a baby. He doesn't know what the fuck you talking about. I hate when I see women act like this towards their kids.
Who taught you that? What? Say have a good day. Say have a good day. Say bye. Bum kiss. Say have a good day. Hey. Who told you to hold your head like that? Hey, I'm talking to you. Huh? Who taught you that? Who taught you that? Huh? Huh? Who taught you that? Say have a good day. Bye. 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 Okay. Now say have a good day. Hey. What are you doing with your hand? Boys don't do that. Yeah, you did do something. So say have a good day. Okay, say have a good day. Hold on. We got to get some straightening this morning. Say have a good day. Look. Hey, look at mommy. Look at mommy. Okay, watch mommy. So when I say have a good day, just say bye. So have a good day. Yeah, I'm about to run a real strict program around here. Cause you got me messed up. I don't know where he learned that shit from. Cause I don't even do that. Yeah, alright, bet. Say have a good day. Bye. Say bye. Bye. Bum kiss. Say have a good day. Bye.
Yeah, you know damn well that is something that women and gay men do. If she didn't teach him that, clearly he learned it from somebody you had him around or you put on TV. Do you watch a bunch of shit where the women, you know what? And why is she talking to him like that? That baby can't even speak English. It's a baby. Yes, you can try to change that. Put him around masculine, his father. You cannot raise a boy only around women. They will turn out feminine, a lot of them. You cannot have him just around women. You have to monitor what he is watching. Put your damn son in some sports. Put on movies where the men are masculine. Let him see boxing. I mean, this is the best I can say. I mean, I don't know, but you have to get him out of that. He's a baby. If you let it continue, yeah, it will get worse. My thing is that you shouldn't bully him. He's a baby. He doesn't know. If you didn't teach him that, where the hell did he see it? And you know where I've seen this shit on TV. Yeah, girl. Bye. Yeah, girl. And the gay guys. So maybe you putting on stuff on TV because children watch stuff on TV. They emulate what they see on TV. Or he might be around gay little boys at school. Or I don't know. Let's see. They said it's the internet. Old souls do reincarnate. Baby, that whole hand movement he made. Bye. Bye, girl. That ain't coming from no reincarnation. I'm sorry. That's some shit you see on social media and on television. That's what gay men do. And women. No, that was a straight up gay and feminine hand gesture. Bye, girl. Bye. That whole hand thing, that is gay. Let's just keep it real here. And if she didn't teach him that, he learned it from somebody. So instead of being mean to him and yelling at him, because that's a baby, she has to put him around masculine men. I do not like when I see parents forgetting that children are babies. They can't even speak English properly. He has a developing brain. So don't take your anger out on him because you're scared your son is going to be gay. You need to put masculinity in him. And a lot of women can't do this because you're a woman. You need to, where is his daddy at? Where is your father, his uncles, his cousin? And hopefully they don't abuse him because I've heard stories of them. Like, it's disgusting to me. It's a baby, you know? So hopefully he can get up out of that. So, all right, let's see. I mean, it is, look, just look.
Say have a good day. Bye. Say bye. Bye. Bum kiss. Say have a good day.
That hand movement right there, come on now. Y'all know damn well what that is. Let's stop. So, but it's not his fault. But she says she's going to run a strict program. Don't abuse him and talk shit to him. Just put him around more masculine boy things and correct him. So, because if you don't correct it, it only gets worse. Okay. But you have to not do it in a way that you're abusing him because he doesn't know any better. He doesn't know any difference. Okay? So let me see what else they got going on. Let's see. This man says that if he's dating a single mother, there is no reason for her to contact her baby daddy for anything. Well, I disagree. Now, if she needs something for the children, they still have a father. You're a stepfather or a step boyfriend. You're not the kid's father. So if she has to contact her baby daddy for those children, she has a right to do that because that's the child's daddy. You are the second daddy. But this is dating. You're not even their daddy. You're just dating her. My thing is, I understand she shouldn't have to go to him for anything. Like if she needs money, if she needs her hair and nails done, if she needs some bills paid, then no, because that's not her husband. That's not her man. You are her man, and that is your job. She should not have to go to another man. And this makes me think of that scene during Soul Food when Nia Long's character went behind her husband's back and asked her ex-man for some money, and he came in her hair salon and he bust down that damn door and went off on her because she humiliated him. Yeah, I understand that. She was wrong for that, but she didn't mean to do it the way that he took it, but it was still wrong and disrespectful. So if you're dating a man and he's the new man in your life, then yeah, I mean, your baby daddy is not your husband. Y'all not effing each other. You're not dating. Why are you contacting him for things you need? And I'm your man. He's the new man and he has to step up. But if you're dating a woman with kids, she can and will and should be contacting him for something for the kids because those are his children. Those are not your kids. Now, if you become a stepfather, then yeah, you take on the role of being the daddy and you should be there for them, but they should still have a relationship with their father as well. He says this is what he says. If I wifed up a single mother and she calls me her man, she's going to have to stop asking the baby father for stuff. If she's asking him for stuff, she got to call me her friend because there's no reason you should be asking a grown man for anything if you already have a man. If I live in the house, everyone in it is my responsibility as a man. Either you're going to offer S or we don't need it, and that's just me. Here's the thing. Okay, if you do wife her up, yes, that's your family, but you don't replace their father. If the kids still need things from their father, the father is still paying child support. That is still their daddy. You're the second daddy. So step up as the second daddy. Yes, those are your kids. Yes, you do have some authority because you're the new husband, but understand this, you're not their original father. If the father is still present, the father has just as much as a right to be in those babies' lives as you do. I can see if he was a deadbeat, but if he's not a deadbeat, you can't tell that man he can't do things for his own children. Those are his kids. Those are his kids. You're the stepfather. And those are your kids too, but you're not the original daddy. Now, as far as her, then no, she should not be calling him up for anything because that ain't her man. You her man. You're her husband. You are her man. He ain't her man. So I agree with that. But when it comes to the kids, I feel differently because he has to be there for those kids. So let's see. I wonder if this applies to his baby mother. Like, yeah, don't call her for nothing. I don't want you talking to her. I'm the stepmama. Okay, let's see. I think he means he can't do nothing for the woman. Well, I would agree. I mean, because if I had kids and then I get a new man, I understand him getting upset. Like, why are you calling him? Or am I not your man? Am I not effing you? Especially if he wifed me up. It's like, why are you calling him? If y'all are friendly and check on each other, even though y'all broke up and y'all got kids, but at large, there's certain boundaries that shouldn't be crossed. And a woman, you got to know better for certain stuff, because I would feel like, well, what are y'all talking about? Like if I was dating a man and he had a baby mama, but they didn't get married and then we're together and I find out you calling her on the weekend, I would think, well, what are you calling her for? Are you fucking her? Like, what's going on? Because a lot of men still be effing their baby mama. Like, are you effing this woman? Like, the only reason you need to be talking to her is regarding your children. I mean, you can say, hi, how you doing? I'm checking on you here now. Because I don't think it's bad if the man has respect for the baby mama and he cares about her well-being. They have kids together. They loved each other at one point. But you can't be doing that thing hardcore. No, because I'm going to think you still effing her or you still in love with her or something. And this is why I don't do all that baby mama drama stuff. I ain't got time for it at all. So, not really. I mean, I could deal with it if we're all respectful to each other. But it's all about respect, really. And that's what he's saying. He wants to be respected. Don't call him for nothing. If you fucking me and I'm your man and I wife you up, I'm your man now. You're my responsibility. But yeah, they still have a daddy though. So they have a right to talk to that man that's their father as well. So, I mean, I could be a stepmother. I could. But I don't want to be disrespected. I want my respect, like I'm going to give you your respect. Okay? So, speaking of exes, Pamela Anderson, her ex-husband, is leaving her $10 million in his will. He says that, oh my God, they were only married for 12 days. He says, I effed up. She deserves it. That's him saying, she was a good ass woman. I regret losing her. And when I pass away, I'm going to give her $10 million. Because at the end of the day, that was still his wife, even though they were only together for 12 days. But she must have did something. She must have did something where he said, I regret this and I'm going to pay you back. I'm going to make sure that you're not suffering when I leave this earth. That man loved her. He has love for her. Now, when he says I effed up, that just means I cheated. That's what that means. He cheated on her. He either cheated on her or he hit her. He did something he ain't had no business doing, and she left him, and he regrets it to this day, and he wants to honor her by leaving her $10 million. That's very nice of him. That's very nice. So that was sweet. I just wanted to share that. Okay, and the last thing I want to talk about is Britney Spears. Oops, I did it again. I play with your heart. Got lost in the game. I love Britney Spears. Britney Spears is a legend. Okay, and what happened to Britney is tragic, but to me, she's made her mark in history. She is the princess of pop. She is going down in history. And I mean, it's Britney. Britney was the biggest thing ever. And to see, I don't know, what I'm seeing on Instagram has been crazy. Like Britney spinning around and dancing crazy and just like she's lost her mind. I always feel like it's something more deeper than what the public knows. She says it was the conservatorship, her father abusing her, like she was on some sort of medicine, not letting her eat certain stuff and watching her, taking her money, using her, pimping her out. And I think something more worse happened in the industry. But there are people who are claiming that Britney Spears and Justin Timberlake, they're claiming that they passed away years ago and that the Britney we see right now is a clone and that this is not the real Britney that we're seeing. And people are presenting video evidence that this is a different Britney Spears. And people said, we're mourning somebody that's still alive. Like, we can't believe what happened to Britney. We can't believe it.
I have no idea why I am so obsessed with Britney Spears' life, her hard life. I have never been her fan. I'm much older, so her music was never my music or my generation's music. But we all remember who she was. She was a legend, like Michael Jackson. We all remember her best time. I have been following her for years, watching everything that happens. And this is a huge, huge tragedy of legend. She's slowly dying in front of us.
Excuse me, I'm eating a strawberry. She said that Britney was as big as Michael Jackson and that she's passing away right in front of us and she's still alive. And it's true. I can't believe what's going on with Britney. So this video right here, someone says this is evidence that this is not Britney Spears. Even her teeth looks different.
I would have to say my favorite food of all time is pepperoni pizza, definitely.
What's my favorite food is a chili hot dog. And
What's your favorite music video of yours?
my favorite music video is probably
Slave.
Yeah. The first question that you mainly ask me is what my favorite song is. My favorite song is Toxic that I have done.
My favorite video to shoot was Toxic.
And what's my favorite flower? It's a rose.
Laura from Orlando asks, what is your favorite type of flower? My favorite type of flower, I love morning glories and I love lilies.
My favorite restaurant is Mastro's just because I love a steak.
Look at Britney. Britney wasn't as big as Michael, but she was big. Michael Jackson invited her when she performed with him for the tribute. Britney was the biggest thing during the early 2000s, though, for pop music. The princess of pop. Look at her. Look at her hair. Look at her eyes. She looks disheveled. I don't know what the hell is going on. Then she's always spinning around on Instagram and not talking no more. Baby, something wrong. And this is beyond, oh, my dad was trying to control me. That ain't got nothing to do with her spinning around like that. Okay, I don't know what the fuck they did to Britney. Personally, I think somebody in the industry did something to her, something scared the shit out of her. But they're claiming that this ain't even Britney no more. They're claiming that her and Justin passed away in a car accident and that this is a clone.
And baked potatoes. My stomach is so sensitive. I have a steak. I'll be sick for 3 days.
So they're showing in one interview she's saying something, and then years later she's saying something else. She said that she likes steak, but years ago she said that steak upsets her stomach.
You're kidding me. Mm-hmm. What would you tell that Britney from 20 years ago?
I would tell that Britney just to believe in yourself and never doubt yourself and be.
Music has not.
You know what?
Some say Justin Timberlake was her downfall. You can definitely tell that he didn't like her when this interviewer was talking to Britney. The look in his eyes.
I think that acting is, it's definitely a form of expression, creative expression, but
I really enjoyed it. It's a step up and it's a step in the right direction.
Thank you.
And it's not overdone. Some people, when they try to make a change with their music, they try to, it's too drastic for.
He won't even look at her in her eyes. The man won't even look at his woman in her eyes. She's longing for him to acknowledge her. You can see it. She's looking like, baby, I'm right here. And he doesn't even want to acknowledge her.
For people, but this is perfect.
Music has.
Some say that Justin was jealous of Britney. As soon as that interviewer started asking her questions, he just checked out.
Not.
you know what? I think that acting is, it's definitely a form of expression, creative expression, but
I really enjoyed it. It's a step up and it's a step in the right direction.
Thank you.
And it's not overdone. Some people, when they try to make a change with their music, they.
No, he's an Aquarius man. They're not nice people. Aquarius men. I didn't say that about the women, but the Aquarius man, oh my God, there's something to deal with the Aquarius man, and that's what he is. And look at how he's treating her. He doesn't want her to have any. No, that man didn't like Britney. I don't know what all that was going on. Now, Justin was fine as hell. I ain't gonna lie. Justin was fine, but
How did they get away with it, and what the fuck did I do to deserve that? The main thing, I to this day, I kind of stopped believing in God at that time because I didn't know how they could have people leave my house a day and me work from 8 to 6 at night. Be seen changed every time I changed in the shower. No privacy, no door, nothing. Finally, the owner of the whole facility that I was always texting to try to be able to go somewhere, just get out of the house, that place somehow. He had to let me go because but the whole thing that made it really confusing for me is these people are on the street fighting for me, but my sister and my mother aren't doing anything. To me, it was like they secretly...
So basically, she's like, how is it that my mom and sister didn't know what was happening to me? Where she said her father was only allowing her to eat chicken and canned vegetables. You know, she had to be skinny and he wouldn't let her eat anything that she wanted to eat. And she had to go out and perform when she didn't want to perform so that they get paid and stuff like that. So she said she'll never perform in America again.
I am so happy that Britney Spears is being talked about on this app and she's a trending topic. A creator asked, was Britney Spears as famous as Beyonce is today? Because I have to understand some of the kids didn't grow up with Britney. As a millennial, Britney Spears absolutely was as famous as Beyonce. So let's take a walk down memory lane. But if you're new here, I'm Sage. I love all things pop culture, so be sure to follow if you enjoy this type of content. This is going to be a long video, kids, so hold in 2x speed, but let's take a walk. So to really understand Britney Spears' impact, right, we have to talk about where music was, especially in the pop space, at the time when Britney came out. So Hit Me Baby One More Time, Britney's debut album, came out in 1999. Now, if we're going to look at music at that time, what was popular was boy bands, New Kids on the Block, NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, 98 Degrees. It was like that era where the men were really dominating the radio. And we didn't have a pop queen at that time because Madonna, Tiffany, those girls, they were like the 80s. They were dying out. So we really didn't have a pop girl. And then Britney Spears comes out with Hit Me Baby One More Time in this iconic video, which was very scandalous at the time. Very, very scandalous at the time. But my girl, she came out swinging. Her debut album.
I'm sorry, but in the chat, Britney was just as big as Beyonce. Beyonce opened for a Britney tour in Destiny's Child. Britney Spears was a global phenomenon. She was everywhere. And Beyonce and her, their music is so different from each other. They're not even the same type of genre. Britney Spears is a legend. She's one of the biggest legends of pop. If Britney was to pass away, which I hope never happens, the world would stop and it would be a tragedy. I mean, Beyonce, just because Beyonce been out for a while doesn't mean her music is always great, and it doesn't mean she's better than other people. Mariah Carey is the queen, in my opinion. Toni Braxton is still a queen. Janet Jackson is still alive and had more hits than Beyonce. I'm just tired of this. Other women exist besides Beyonce who are relevant and who have solidified themselves in music history, and Britney Spears is one of them, in my opinion. I ain't mad at you. I'm just saying. I don't know how old you are, but Britney was just as big as Beyonce. She was a global sensation. I'm just being honest. I'm just saying.
Came out swinging, okay? That debut album did crazy, crazy numbers. Baby One More Time.
Also, she mentioned Madonna. I get tired of people trying to shit on Madonna. Madonna is the queen of pop music. Madonna is a legend. Hit after hit after hit after hit. Madonna is that motherfucker. Okay? Anyone who shits on Madonna, you crazy. Anybody out there. Madonna is the fucking queen of pop music. That's a fact.
Crazy, sometimes, from the bottom of my broken heart. Just hit after hit after hit. And she was signed to Jive, and Jive really did position her to have this image of the girl next door, but still with like a hint of sex appeal. So her personal life and everything about Britney was under a super, super microscope. I remember the controversy behind this Rolling Stone cover like it was yesterday. Like, the conservative parents were so gagged. They were so upset, calling up to the news stations. And when you watch any old interviews of Britney, like back in the 90s and in the 2000s, the media was absolutely terrible to her, like asking her a lot of invasive personal questions that would not get asked today. And there was so much pressure on her to be like this good girl role model. And I remember her saying in one interview, like, if you don't like it, you can change the channel or turn the station. She said it in a much nicer way, but that's pretty much what she meant. Britney was put on a pedestal from the moment that she came out. The Oops, I Did It Again era was personally my favorite eras. Probably one of my favorite Britney Spears albums. Like, the Oops, I Did It Again video, this video, iconic. Broke records, the Lucky video. Like, when I tell you, Britney Spears, just like Beyonce, was coming out with hit after hit after hit after hit. She has so many pop culture moments that you can't even count them all. Then we get to the Britney era, and we get this iconic moment that has been duplicated, replicated a million times over. This is why when y'all want to compare these new girls, and it's no shade to the new girls coming out like Tate McRae and them, but this is why millennials say there is nobody that is going to top Britney Spears. Britney Spears is the pedestal for what a pop icon should look like in this current time. Britney set the standard. Her stage production, choreography, the music, everything. Britney Spears was the standard. From these moments to her deal with Pepsi, like, my girl was everywhere. She could not move without a camera being on her. Like, Britney Spears was so famous. Now there are rules and regulations when it comes to paparazzi. There are laws because of how Britney was treated and how she was harassed by paparazzi. During that era of the early 2000s where it was her, Lindsay Lohan, Paris Hilton, always getting chased down by paparazzi, and it became so unsafe. Like, Britney could not move. There are so many moments that I'm not gonna share because to me they're still very heartbreaking. There are many moments that I could bring up with her relationships with the paparazzi and how they treated her. But she was so famous that there are paparazzi laws now because of the way that the paparazzi used to dogpile on her in the early 2000s. Like, that's how famous Britney Spears was. And this will be my last point, and I'm going to bring it on home. So, Beyonce's first solo album, Dangerously in Love, comes out in 2003. This is the competition, okay? Britney and Beyonce, neck and neck. You know what I mean? In the Zone came out in 2003. The In the Zone era was the Toxic era. Toxic, that song, that video, the whole In the Zone era, arguably one of Britney's most iconic eras. And this is the competition that Beyonce has. Like, Britney Spears was definitely just as famous as Beyonce. 100%. A long-winded, long video to get to this point, but this is why millennials really do not play about her. This is why the Free Britney movement broke a lot of us. We've seen Britney from her beginnings to icon status to where she is today. And it's probably one of the most heartbreaking things that I have watched as a millennial that loves music and that loves pop culture, is to see the way that Britney Spears got treated. And this is why I am so glad that we can still talk about her and talk about her legacy and how she impacted all of us. But that's it for this video, y'all. Let me know your favorite Britney Spears moment in the comments.
Baby, Britney was the shit. Street Boys has some beautiful music. And NSYNC and Britney Spears, Spice Girls, that era, I miss some issues. Hold on. Hello? Hello? Uh-oh. Okay. Had some issues with the mic, but yeah, I have nostalgia a lot because I just miss it. It was the shit when they were out. Oh my God. I'm not a girl. She's so lucky. She's a star, but Britney had hit Britney Spears, and it is true what we see happening to her. We never would have imagined some shit like this would happen. I love Overprotected, the remix with Dark Child, but it's crazy. But Britney is a legend. If something would have happened to Britney, the world would stop. People would mourn, people would be upset. I hope nothing like that happens, but Britney was that chick. The only people who don't know how big she was is Gen Z and Gen Alpha. They weren't there. Okay. But she is one of the greats and she was everywhere. Pop music. I miss boy bands and big pop stars. They've been trying, like Tate McRae or something. They keep trying to get the next Britney and it ain't happened since. Let's be honest. They haven't been able to do it like Britney. They've been trying. And someone said that Madonna crawled so she could walk. Yeah, remember the MTV Music Awards when Madonna had Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera in the wedding gowns on the stage? That was all of them coming together. Because Madonna was the biggest thing ever, and she still is huge. Madonna is on, like you talk about Michael Jackson, he is the king of pop. Madonna is the queen of pop. This can't even be debated, in my opinion. Madonna is the queen of pop, and Britney Spears is considered the princess of pop. Okay. And remember Spice Girls and those big old platform shoes and S Club 7? I just miss the music from back then. I really miss the early 2000s. R&B was better. Pop music was better. Remember No Doubt? Don't speak. I know just what you're saying. So please stop explaining. Don't tell me. No Doubt. Come on. Everybody was making good ass music. It didn't matter the genre, the shit was just different. Today it's like we're in some sort of music depression. I hear a great song every now and again, like Kalani's Folded is good, or Lana Del Rey's Young and Beautiful is beautiful. But we don't have no Backstreet Boys out. One Direction was no. We ain't seen no Backstreet Boys or NSYNC since them. And that type of music, baby, what's going on? Why? What's going on? So I miss it, and you'll never get another Britney Spears again. Just like you'll never get another Mariah Carey. You'll never get another Toni Braxton. You'll never get another Michael Jackson. You'll never, you just don't. You'll never get another Shania Twain. You'll never get another Celine Dion. You'll never get another Janet Jackson. It's just no. No. You'll never get another Brandy. So I can't say that about a lot of artists out today where I feel like, you'll never get another Amy Winehouse. You'll never get another Rihanna. Um, shit. As far as pop, Tate McRae, she did have two songs. Billie Eilish had one or two songs I thought was really nice. But it ain't like the 2000s. It's just different and not in a good way. It makes me sad when I think when I think about it. This was actually the last. This respectfully, can someone please? Okay, so I'm actually having some issues with this microphone, but yes, I love S Club. Gonna. Okay, so that is it. Thankfully, this was the last anyway, because I'm having some issues right now. But that is it for today's video. I thank you all for joining me. Okay, and this was really fun. I love talking to you all. I mean, pop music. Oh my God. To me, the best music, early 2000s and before. 80s music is the pinnacle. 80s and 90s. 90s R&B cannot be touched. 90s and early 2000s R&B, but 90s is the golden age. Pop music, rock and roll music, 80s, 1980s cannot be touched. The best fucking music in the world was during the 1980s. Oh my God. From all genres, and the 90s, early 2000s, mid 2000s is when it started really going downhill. But damn, 70s had good music. Doo-wop, oh my God, Frankie Lyman, Dion and the Teenagers, the Supremes, oh my God, California Dreamin', the Mamas and the Papas, just to name a few. I love Sheryl Crow. If it makes you happy. Natalie Imbruglia, oh my God, Peebo Bryson, Celine Dion, Toni Braxton, Janet, Sade, Aaliyah, Brandy, Monica, Maya, Mariah Carey, Shania Twain, Faith Hill, Cher, Madonna. Oh my God, Michael Bolton. Oh my God, Sarah Brightman, Andre Pacelli. Oh, oh Jesus. Like, we don't have an abundance of different genres of music, no doubt. That's just singing their asses off with this amazing music like back in the day. It's just different. It's so different. So, yes, Island Girl says every genre of music has declined. Avril Lavigne, Aha, Bon Jovi, Enrique Iglesias. Oh my God. Shit, J-Lo had some good ass music when she first came out. She makes okay music now, but If You Had My Love, oh my God, that was the shit when it came out. Oh my God. Ooh. Anita Baker. Oh my God, The Secret Garden with El DeBarge, Quincy Jones, just oh my God, baby. What's that thing? The Swing, 1990s with New Jack Swing. Oh my God, it's just damn. The electronica music. Baby, we were just, oh my God, the music was off the chain. I don't think we ever thought it would get like this, the way that it is now. We know, I mean, and again, when Britney Spears came out, Spice Girls, Backstreet Boys, everybody was on that pop shit. The preppy look, those platform, the dances, the music was so freaking good. Backstreet Boys only got better and better. Their music matured so good. They're just so wonderful. I miss it so much. Oh my God. My God. I never in my life thought that R&B would die out almost. The best genre. Who the fuck thought something like that would happen? That's crazy. It's crazy. Even now, I'm like, damn, I wonder what the future is going to be like in music and movies and stuff, because either they're going to fix this shit or it's going to be in something I can't imagine. I don't even know. I mean, the fact that Gen Z and Gen Alpha don't really have no big stars like the 90s and early 2000s, an abundance of them making good shit from all genres, I don't know. And this whole streaming shit and no one's buying CDs, the artists ain't making money, music videos are getting, I don't know what the future is for music. And I also want to see a black woman become a big star, not just singing R&B. Like I want us to make shit like ethereal music and pop music, some Sheryl Crow type of shit. Like I don't want us stuck in a box. I don't like that. I don't listen to just R&B. I want to see us become big in some other type of shit. And R&B, you know? Like why just got to be R&B? I don't let's have some techno and some it's just some shit like off the 90s, you know? My god. Brownstone, yes. Escape, SWV, J, TLC. Nobody was touching TLC. Total, don't get me started on Total. Total was the shit. Total has some bangers. Oh my god. Diana King, a shy guy, the kind of guy who'd always be mine. Okay. Even the reggae music was better during the 90s. That shit was off the everyone falls in love sometimes. Wayne Wonder, that was in the 2000s though. No letting go, no holding back. Oh my god, Mary J. Blige. Real Love is a timeless classic. We need this back so bad. We need it back. We need some good ass music with soul. We need black women pushed back in the forefront and stop trying to push black women out because the music ain't been shit since they tried that shit. Okay, we need Faith Evans type of music back, baby. We got to get this shit. We need some No Doubt back. We need we need all the genres, some Bon Jovi. We need this shit back. Bad. Bad. I don't give a freak how old they are. They still alive making music. We need their music pushed. Bad. Okay? We need it bad. Okay. So, all right. So because I'm having these issues, I'm going to go ahead and go. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hit the bell and click all notifications, everybody. Thank you all for joining me. You all take care.